Hey guys, I'm Jackie Gutierrez. This is my first YouTube video and it's my first time being a content creator. Well, kind of. So I first started content creating back in like 2022 when I opened up my first fitness account. It was great at first, but like as school continued on, it was just getting harder and harder for me to edit and all that stuff and have time to edit. And then college came, and sooner or later I found out my university at the gym I'm going to doesn't allow you to record unless you get like a certain permit. So didn't have time, and my career path is also pre-med, so I'm super stacked all the time. And so I just wanted to introduce myself and introduce the channel and like what I'll be doing and stuff like that for everyone who wants to hop in the boat and join my channel and join me in my little life and my little journey. So I'm barely working up on starting on different platforms like TikTok, Instagram. I can't think of any others, but like I'm starting to build up my content, and I'm also having friends and people who already know me help me, like in the sense of like, oh, like I wanted to start a podcast eventually, so I'm like, you know what, you guys leave suggestions for like names and stuff like that, so you guys are also welcome to do that. And I also told them like, oh, if I do like start off this podcast, what would you want to me talking about? And so many people are like, oh, like relationships and like fitness, because I'm still into that. And so that's some of the stuff I'll be doing here. Well, you'll get to see, because you guys are gonna get to see my like everyday life whenever like I record, you know. So basically that's what I'm gonna have here on Spotify. Whenever I do, it's gonna be more like meaningful, like life lessons I've learned and stuff like that. My Instagram is just my kind of main account where I'll be like updating you guys like, hey, I posted this, hey, I posted that, you know, or where I like to post my aesthetic pictures. So so just welcome and get to witness my journey through this starting week for YouTube. Good morning. It's Monday. Happy Labor Day. I was supposed to sleep in today because I don't have class. And you're wondering, why do you look so tired? It is currently 4 in the morning. Last time I checked the clock from when I tried to sleep was 2 in the morning. And I just couldn't sleep. I kept rolling around. And I'm like, I need to sleep. So I like scrolled through my phone a little bit. I read. And I just kept moving around. And I was like, you know what, this is pointless. I'm just gonna get up. Because like, what am I gonna do there? Just lay? Like seriously, like I've been up since 2 basically. And just little naps here and there. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get up. So, this is called, instead of girl dinner, girl time. I have more time in my day now. I'm just grabbing my vitamins, they're stuck together. I take these ones, the hair, nail, skin. I recommend. Honestly, I've never seen my nails so not brittle for once. And also, I don't like my haircut. I used to have like hair this long and then this, because you know how they say hair holds memories? Yeah, well, I went through a hard period in my life and I was like, yeah, let's chop our hair off. And now I'm like, you know, like how when girls like dye their hair because like life's just being rough. Yeah, that was that, but a haircut. I wish it would have been a hair dye. Well, it was a hair dye because my hair used to be red, like cherry red, and now we got this because I've always wanted this. This is inspired by Narcissa Malfoy from Harry Potter, one of my top favorite characters. So yeah, if anyone likes her or likes Harry Potter, welcome. I'm gonna make coffee because I'm probably gonna need it today. And also I love drinking coffee, so I have this cute little cup. I got this at Target. I love Target. Target's like one of my favorite stores. Like if you know me, I just love Target. So I'm gonna put, this is the coffee. I got little coffee cups. The vanilla Starbucks one. It tastes so good. I'm also a big fan of vanilla. So put water in this. And I'm kind of glad this week's like shorter because since I'm leaving, I always get like, that's so loud. That's also loud. I always get excited to like leave back to town because I don't know, I like road trips, so to me it's like a road trip, you know. And so whenever like I know like I'm gonna do something like that, somehow my week ends up feeling longer. At least it did last year. But like now, since I'm like super focused on like the way I study, my days also go by really fast. So maybe it will go faster. We'll see how it goes. Like yesterday, I look at the clock, it was 12, and like I was finishing my homework. I'm like, okay, as soon as I finish this, like I'm gonna go and get food because like I was really hungry. And so I kid you not, like it was only like 15 questions and I was like on question 8. By the time I finished, it was 1:30 and I was like, what? I'm like, I did not spend, there's no way to spend 30 minutes on this assignment, like come on. So then by the time I went and got food and came back, it was 2:30. I was like, my food place is 2 minutes away from me. I'm like, why is time going so by fast all of a sudden? And then like in the morning I thought I was going slow because I was like, oh, it's barely 12, and then this started happening. And then I finished eating and like I finished like editing my first video I put up on TikTok. Well, not my first, my second video I put up on TikTok. It was 4. I was like, okay. So I hope that applies to the rest of my days because, you know, I kind of like it when they go by a little bit faster. I don't know what's wrong with this coffee machine. I've been struggling with it for quite oh, okay, do that. It just turned off on me. Sometimes okay. Okay. Sometimes it's done that because I think it's not reading if it's enough water, I guess. Because like I've only had this issue when I try to pour in like 6 ounces. Yeah, 6 ounces. Because whenever I pour in 8 or more, it does it like nothing. So I always pour like a teensy bit more so it feels like, oh, there's enough water. Yeah. So if you know me, I'm a very much sweet tooth. So, and like that's kind of hard when you're trying to stick to a diet. So I get these little Truvia ones that have like 0 calories. They're plant-based, if you know me. I turned 80% plant-based like at the start of this year, or like I didn't realize that a lot of the stuff I had bought was plant-based until like last year, like I don't know, mid-August, and like I started actually reading labels and like nutrition labels, and I was like, huh. I was like, that's weird. Almost all my stuff like is plant-based. I didn't even notice when I was picking out. I just picked out because like I don't know, it looked good. See, that was a 6 ounces. It doesn't like reading it as 6 ounces. But yeah. So and at that point I decided, I'm like, well, if I'm already doing this, I might as well continue. And I only say 80%, like that I'm a plant-based person because like I'll still eat chicken and fish. I try to stay away from red meats because 1, they're not as good for you, and 2, I ate it so much as a kid that now growing up it's kind of like, you know? So, yeah, like the coffee creamer I would buy, not this one because like I didn't know if I'd have a fridge, but my coffee creamer that I bought was plant-based. I would buy these dumplings that were plant-based. I bought like sausage patties that are like plant-based, and I just started doing everything plant-based. I liked it. I don't know. To me, like sometimes it tastes better than normal food. Call me weird if you want. That's just me. So after my coffee machine was almost having an attack by saying you don't have enough water, I put out my coffee because it did have water now. So we're gonna put in 4 sugars because, like I said, I've never heard it do that ever. That was strange. Okay, I'm glad I caught that because that's the first time I've ever heard that. Or like, at least I wasn't in the room because like before in my old dorm, it'd be like my coffee machine was in my room because I didn't have a kitchen. Me and my roommate didn't have a kitchen, and so I just walked out while I was making. So like, unless I would do that when I walk out and I never noticed, well, no, because I've been in the kitchen like for quite some time now, and like I'm never. Anyways, excuse you. Okay. So as I was saying, this is the creamer I used. I don't know. I feel like the liquid ones also like dilute it a little bit. You know, it just like feels more watery than because you're already making like water. You know. And so I like coffee to feel like it has like, I don't want to say thick because then that sounds disgusting, but like I don't like it to just feel like diluted as if it were iced coffee. You know what I mean? Like nothing against iced coffee because I'll drink iced coffee sometimes, but I don't know. The creamer just gives it this feel. Hi everyone, I just came back from the gym. I did my glute day, which is kind of killer. So I did RDLs, but like glute focused, and basically like glute focus compares to hamstring and glute is like hamstring you try to stay as straight as possible, like not bend your knees, and when you're doing a glute one you bend your knees and it's more glute focused. That probably doesn't make sense, but I swear it works. When I was doing those RDLs, you have to be super careful because I didn't even realize I started focusing all the way onto my lower back, which was starting to hurt me, and that's because I increased the weight. I tried to be like, oh, I can do more. No. Life lesson, it's better to do lower weight and do the correct movement, mind to muscle connection, than to try to go heavy and think, I can lift it. Yeah, you can lift it, but are you doing it right? You know? So that's a little tip, and I can go over that more one day once I start the podcast. So I stopped by my little market that I have here at the university because this is just a little things that I'm using to survive because my lunch and dinners just are basically me looking around for healthy food places around me until I bring the foods I usually eat, and then you'll see me cook and I can show you some recipes I know. So basically I wanted to try this here. I've tried this one with the one with strawberries, and that was my favorite, and I always wanted to try the almond one, so we had the almond one this time. And then my other favorite one, Cheerios. Honey Nut Cheerios, those are the plain ones. Those are not it for me. And then I recently fell in love with the Chobani Flips. They're really yummy. I tried the coconut chocolate one first, and that one was my top favorite, but they didn't have it right now. But this is like my second favorite, the cheesecake one, and then like that cookie one's like my third favorite. So I got like 2 and 2 berries, right? Oh no, 3 cheesecake, 1 other chocolate one. And I recently rediscovered my love for blueberries. Except like these ones are picked out to be sweet, and like some that I bought at other stores are just like sour. And I'm not much of a sour person, like I said earlier. I love my sweet stuff. So I bought that. I'm gonna eat something quick for breakfast. I wanted to film a little get ready with me after showering from going to the gym, and kind of just wanted to talk about my experience while first coming here, getting back to college. So I moved in a lot later than the first time, like my first time as a freshman, and I'm pretty sure they do that because they prioritize the freshmen getting in and like doing events and stuff like that. Because like that's another topic I want to hit, the different treatment as a freshman to a sophomore in college. So let's probably start with freshman. So freshman year, I came in like super early, like August 1st, I think it was when I first came in, and like I was just up there for a week, and I don't think classes started until a week and a half. So all I did was or be in my room, or getting to know my roommate, or doing events at the school, or going to the gym. That's all I did. And so when I first got there, they had us go to a specific parking lot, and they're like, oh, like come in. They were super welcoming, super helpful. They would put our stuff into like this big basket. Also, I forgot to mention, this was like my everyday go-to makeup, and like they were super helpful. They were also trying to rush because there was a lot of freshmen coming in, and that was just one of the days. It was like multiple days, freshmen coming in by last name, I think it was. And so they would give you your room card key, and they would take you all the way up to your room, and they would help you take the stuff out of the basket, and then they leave you, and like they give you like this baggie with stuff and stuff like that. And like they were just super welcoming. So second time comes around now as a sophomore, and I get my email. The only, I guess, benefit I see to being a sophomore is you get to pick whenever you want to come in. So I could have come in earlier, but I didn't. So that would have just been a choice on me. And also I'm at a different campus compared to the first time. And so they just told me to go to a certain parking lot. So I had an idea that this would be kind of like the first time I came, but obviously I didn't think they'd be like as helpful, you know, like I just thought they at least would guide you because I had never been to this campus, or like, you know, I think they were expecting everyone's been to that campus before, and not me. So I get there, and you know, like my parents are like, where do we go? Because it's just empty. There's no one indicating anything, and it just said there, like no specific other points. And so, and I also don't know the campus, so I had no idea. Now that like I look at it, I was like, oh, I was supposed to be over there. And so so we get there, and I had to ask different parents who have actually been there, like, hey, do you know where I'm supposed to go? And so they just would tell me where the office was at. So it was like a 5-minute walk because this campus compared to the other one is huge. So we get there. Turns out that's the parking lot where you were supposed to meet at, but you know, they don't even give you directions of where to go. It just said this specific place, and I was like, okay. And the like directions basically just take you to like the dorms. They don't take you to that specific parking lot. So I was like, okay. So we had to walk all the way back to get the car, move it so it'd be closer because I brought a lot of didn't bring a lot of stuff, but there was like heavy stuff, you know. So we did it, and I get there, and they're like, oh, like last name, you know, and they give me my room card key and everything. And I don't know if it was the person who I got that day, but like I had no explanation. I had like extra keys I had never seen before. They didn't even tell me where the mailbox was at or anything, and they asked me, have you lived on this campus before? And I was like, no. So, you know, I thought I'd be getting more directions as about everything. And no, so then I was just waiting for my parents to get there, and I was just waiting. And then I hear, if it wasn't because I was standing there and I actually heard someone else say, like, oh, this is where the mailboxes are at. This is like what this key is for. This is what this key is for. I would have never known what any of my keys were for because I was doing different stuff compared to last time. So I was just like, I don't know. I didn't believe people when they would say like, oh, like as a freshman you get like golden plate, and beyond there it's just a struggle. And it was so true. So true. I definitely noticed that the treatment, I get it, you're an adult, you have to do things for yourself, but like, it's also very disorienting because I put myself in the spot. Like, what if I was like out of country student, an exchange student, Like, you have to give more information, but they didn't. So, definitely noticed that. I also noticed that even like as a like freshman moving on to my sophomore year, I also noticed the treatment. Now that I was going to be dealing with different housing, no longer freshman housing, but like upper division housing, the help was not the same. It was, and it wasn't just me, it was my friends too. Like, one of my friends was trying to cancel their housing plan because they like would live near the area, and she tried calling, and nothing. Eventually she was able to fix it, I think. I hope she did. Pretty sure she did. And then same scenario for me. I called, emailed a whole bunch of times, and it wasn't until like the 5th or 6th time till they finally helped me. And I don't know, I don't think it should be like that, Like, it makes it super, what's the word? Like, I wouldn't say rude, but it's discouraging. It's very discouraging, So that's that experience. For my makeup process, I put gel on. I used the e.l.f. one. That one. Oh, I just realized my hand's like covered in makeup. I also use this pore professional thing. It's from Benefit. I like it because I have pretty large pores, so that kind of makes my makeup look smoother. And sometimes I like using the Anastasia pomade, but I'm trying to get more towards that like natural girl makeup. We're progressing very slowly. I shaved and slit my eyebrow, and I'm still waiting for my little eyebrow hairs to grow. It's getting there. It looks a lot better. But for now, I use this little NYX Lift and Style. Oh, it's Lift and Snatch, my bad. So I use that in the shade, if I don't drop it, black, which I need a lighter shade because my hair was black because I dyed it like that for Narcissa Malfoy, what I was saying. But now my hair color is really coming in, and it's like a dark brown. It does look black, but I promise it's dark brown. So I do that. I really don't know. I need your guys' advice. My eyebrows are naturally like arched, and I don't like it. I don't know why. So should I just make them kind of like straight-ish a little bit with a little curve? Like, I need your guys' recommendation. So I use this little concealer just to kind of like make my eyebrows look sharper, which kind of goes against the idea of natural girl makeup, but like I said, we're proceeding to get, you know what, we're gonna do something different today. We're gonna do something different. I kind of just put a little bit concealer and then I distribute it. I look crazy right now, but just trust the process. And then I cover a little of my pimples. That time of month is coming, TMI, but I want to say that because my acne is very much hormonal acne, and so it tends to spark up when I'm getting close, and I'm barely recovering. I don't know what happened. Oh yeah, I do. Hold on. I went through like a lot of stress recently, and that kind of just flared up my acne horrifically, like super bad. And I think this is week 2 now, where it's finally kind of just like starting to cool down again. So to be able to do this properly, just a little spritz. This is the Morphe one. I've been doing a lot of research lately, and since I have acne prone skin, I don't know why I never took into consideration that a lot of my makeup is very like pore clogging, which aka leads to acne. So I found this wonderful girl on TikTok. I believe her name was, oh my god, I don't remember, but I'm gonna link her down below because she is a lifesaver. She her little backstory is that she used to work for Sephora and she has acne prone skin, and so she dedicates herself to looking through websites, through products, through everything to find the best non-pore clogging makeup or close to pore clogging. Literally love her. Don't know what I would do without her. She's a lifesaver. So I will link her TikTok down below because she's just the best. So I don't look insane anymore. So, and like my super red acne isn't as, you know, this is a pore clogging makeup, and so is this. The ones that aren't though, I know it's this one. This is not pore clogging, so I recommend. I will kind of say what I know that's not pore clogging for my stuff, but this one sadly is, and it's like still full, so I can't wait to finish it because I'm not gonna waste it, you know. It's fine. So this is the Hint Skin Tint. So, and this is in the shade Hints of Almond. Also, guys, I don't know if any of you like trust, you know how a lot of websites say like, oh, use the filter to find your, what's it called, to find your perfect shade for makeup. For me, it has worked, but you need like good lighting, really good lighting. And I haven't been the only one it's worked for. My mom, you know, I recommended this makeup as well to her, and I had her do like the filter through Ulta. We went in and actually like tried a little bit on her skin, a little bit like on her cheek area. It was spot on. So you just need to find that really good lighting. And also what helped a lot was that we also did double check with one of the workers there, like, hey, like, is this actually like her skin, like her shade? And they're like, yeah, that's actually spot on. And we're like, okay, good, because we used the little filter thing on the app. So that's a little recommendation I give. The reason why I'm doing this with my finger is because like I don't like putting it on the sponge is because it sucks up all the product, but I do like blending it out because I don't like brushes because I feel like it leaves streaks, you know. And also it's not good to put like the pipette up to your face because if there were bacteria on your face, you're gonna just drop it back in there, which is not good. So again, learning how to do sort of natural makeup. Before, like, I put drops on, so we're slowly getting there. And honestly, starting this whole like I move on topics really quickly, but like starting this whole like content creator thing has been the most exciting thing for me. Like even my boyfriend's like, you look so excited to do it. I'm like, yeah, I am. I really am. Because like before, like when I was like first starting on makeup, right? Like I think I started makeup like in 8th grade, but I was just really doing lashes. Freshman years when I started like foundation, eyeshadow, you know, pretty early on. And for the fun of it, I'd pretend like I was doing content and I just like walked through my whole makeup routine. So some part of me always was inspired to like become a content creator. I was just scared, to be honest. I was very scared to be a content creator, but I'll touch on that right now. I'm gonna use this for concealer to highlight specific points on my face. This is the Hide and Peak concealer by Morphe. Also, if I remember, it's pore clogging. Eventually when I buy some, or I can recommend products to you guys if you want, so comment down below if you want that I have found thanks to that girl on TikTok that are not pore clogging. So I like highlighting my nose. Oh my, that was a lot. That was a lot. I'm gonna take that up to my forehead area. So I don't know about you guys, but I've tried putting, concealer under my eyes, and for some time it was working. It was looking really nice, but like I don't know what happened that now it creases my eyes and it looks hideous after a few hours. It didn't look like that. And I'm telling you because I went out with a friend once for brunch, and she like asked me, she was like, oh, hopefully if Jamie ever watches this, Jamie, hi. I remember she was like, oh, your makeup, your like concealer looks so pretty. It lasted for a month looking pretty, and then now it's just like, and it could also be like the way I'm setting my makeup, like it's too much here, so I'll try something different. You know what, we're gonna try something completely different with my makeup today. You guys will get an actual makeup tutorial eventually. Today we are experimenting, so I'm gonna just do like a dot and a dot, not too much. You don't need a lot with this, honestly. It's pretty good. And then I'm just gonna do a little and like play around with it because I don't want to look creased for my under eyes. It really does not look pretty. This lighting's so bad. That doesn't help. Okay, so this is the Fenty Beauty Stick. This is the one I use for my contour, and it's in the shade Amber Suede. I love it so much, and I was so sad to find out it's also pore clogging. And I was like, so you're telling me I've had acne this whole time because of my pore clogging makeup? So I'm gonna build up from there. I used to do it thicker and it looks so bad. Just trust the process right now. And then nose. I said I was gonna talk to you guys about something, and it just completely went out of my mind. I forget stuff real easily. Great. Okay, I had to stop filming so I can actually remember what I was gonna talk to you guys about. So, why I became a content creator. Because I like helping people. And I've always done that, especially with skincare. Like when I would find a product and like someone would tell me, oh, my skin, I'm like, what kind of skin you got? I'm like, let me help you out, this and that. And so, I don't know, I love helping people, and like, especially since I have like a lot of like alone time here in college, it's pretty good, you know? Will it be stressful when I got finals coming up? Probably, guys, but like if we do good, we're all gonna celebrate together. So just blend that out. I don't want to over blend it because then it gets like lost and it's like, well, what was the point of that? But I don't want it to just look so rough either. Little beauty tip. It's like not even there. Okay, little beauty tip, never blend down because it will pull your face down. Always blend up. So like these. So I get off track easily. Why I got scared to do content creating, because I've seen the good parts and bad parts of TikTok. I've seen people be nice and supportive, and I've seen people be mean and bring other people down. And I'm like, why? You know? I don't know. So then I was like, you know what? I really don't care. I have to start doing things for myself and like not really care about other people's opinions, which I'm usually good at. But I don't know why social media is kind of scary. I've never had a bad experience on social media, which I'm very thankful for. But I was also scared to have one. But like, it's okay. Bad stuff and good stuff will always happen and come out of situations, no matter if the situation's good or bad. Something good or something bad can happen. How did I do it? Like, balancing content creator with studies. Because I told my boyfriend that my fear was to lose track of what the main goal is, and my main goal is medical school. I don't want to lose track of that, and so it's been a balancing act. Whenever I'm on my breaks, I write down, plan stuff. I'm like, okay, this is what I need. This is what I'm gonna do in my next video. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. And then as soon as breaks up, back to work. And that's just how it's been. And it's fun because it keeps me motivated, and it I forgot how I'm organizing myself. And like I was saying, it keeps me motivated, and I don't know. My boyfriend likes to say that I like to complicate things for myself, and he's so true because I could have chosen to just come to college. And I decided to come to college and be part of the honors program. Why not? While being on pre-med, stack it on top. And now I'm like, instead of just focusing on your studies, why don't you also content create? I don't know. I just like staying busy. I don't know how to not stay busy. And so I'm gonna just explain really quickly what I'm doing. I'm gonna set my makeup, and this is just to make my face look sharper. So I'm gonna try something different so my eyes don't crease. Whoa. From my end, everything just kind of dimmed on my phone. But anyways, as I was saying, so yeah, it's been a balancing act. Do I regret it so far? No. Will I regret it when a unit test comes up? Probably, but it'll all be worth it. It'll all be okay. Everything's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. But I really hope this makeup comes out good. Also, I have super oily skin, and where I'm at, the heat, I'm getting sauteed out here every time I'm walking, because since everything's far from me, I'm getting sauteed on 10-minute walks to get back to my dorm or to get to class. And my makeup, does not look pretty, sis. Does not look pretty. So I'm gonna wait for this to set. My hair's still really wet. I'll be right back once it's set. My makeup's set. So I just washed my brushes because I don't want them collecting bacteria, and I think washing them weekly, because shame. Girl before, homegirl, had not washed her brushes in a month. Yeah, that sounds horrible, I know. But now, every Sunday reset, you see, content creation is keeping me in check. Every Sunday reset, I make sure to wash them. Because we do not want bacteria. We want glass skin. So, I can't do two things at the same time. I'm trying to think and talk at the same time. Okay, I'm gonna set my eyes. I'm just gonna put a little bit of powder on this and set my eyes. Just a little. It's looking nice. Let's see. That's looking nice. Okay. Also, forgot to mention, this is the powder I use. I also need to find a pore clogging ingredient one, because I'm pretty sure this one has talc in it. A girl I saw on TikTok, I'm pretty sure she said it had talc in it, and talc is not bueno. A lot of powders aren't good, honestly. So if the one she's gonna recommend, because I don't remember her thing, if the one she's gonna recommend is expensive, then let this be my only pore clogging ingredient, because I don't want to waste a lot of money on makeup. Makeup itself is already very expensive. So here comes another pore clogging ingredient, the Hoola bronzer. It's so pretty though. This needs to be washed Look at that. Disgusting. We're gonna use a different brush. Also, guys, I feel like Morphe and e.l.f. are so underrated. e.l.f. has like this really, really, really good primer that will make sure your makeup sticks like glue to your face. And it's like that little blue primer one. Have I bought it? No, but I've seen TikToks, and damn, that's a good primer. So we're gonna get that one next probably. And we're gonna compare it to this one. I like this one because it feels very smooth. I also don't like my face feeling like sticky, so I hope it doesn't feel sticky. But no one said it's felt sticky. So am I using this to conceal my face? Yes. Yes, we are. Next we're gonna bronze. I like bronzing. I don't like looking pale. I don't know. I feel like I look pale. Like today I was at the, well, obviously I was at the gym. I already told you that. I was at the gym and I was like doing the cable kickbacks, and I have this mirror in front of me because I like watching that I'm doing this properly, you know? And like my arm to my face, I felt like they look the same, but I don't know why I felt that I look so pale. I'm like, why do I look so pale? Another moment I felt so pale was last year's wintertime. Last year's wintertime. I felt pale. I was talking to my ex roommate about it, and I was like, girl, is it just me, or like we look pale? And she's like, no, I feel pale too. And it's because one, it was wintertime, sun wasn't really out. Two, I spent literally 90%, that's exaggerating, 80% of my time locked in my room studying. So obviously the sun wasn't hitting me, and I just looked pale. And like as soon as I started like running over the summer with my little group that I was volunteering for, I regained my color back. I looked burnt again, which was fine. Also, guys, I don't know what it is, but a little bit of glitter to the eye just makes a difference. I'm a eyeliner girly, but right now it's running out, and I don't want to like end up with just one wing because I ran out. So we're not doing any eyeliner, but like as soon as I do, I will give the eyeliner tutorial because I always get complimented for my eyeliner, and literally my tip and trick is tape. Will I get wrinkly? Yeah, probably, but like no one beats that. The sharpness of it, sharp as a knife. So, oh, I didn't even introduce the product. I'm so sorry. This is the REM Makeup. Oh my god, you cannot see it. The REM Makeup by Ariana Grande, which is selling like it's $1 each, and it's not. It's pretty decent price. But this one's the Starlight. It's so pretty. Like if you have brownish, goldish looking skin, it looks like shimmer. The one I recommend, like if you have a more fair skin tone, but this is just a recommendation. There's this little like one that has like a little bit of a pink shade to it. I feel like that would make fair skin just look beautiful. But you can use whatever you want. You can literally use Starlight if you want. Get that golden eye, girl. But I would apply with this, but like it has a round tip and it just goes all over the place. So I use a little brush to be more precise, like a flat brush, and I just kind of like drag it across my eye, and I make sure to like obviously have the more glittery in the center, and just like kind of ombre it, sort of ombre, diffuse it, blend it. Can't think of the word. So trying to see the shimmer. I promise, guys, I'll eventually get a camera if I start making, I don't know, income for YouTube, because I get lots of followers. I will get a camera. I was eyeing one. I was looking through TikTok. I'm like, oh, what's the best, you know, not as expensive camera? And they were saying it was a Sony one. I might be mistaken. I'm pretty sure it was Sony. And it's very cute because I don't want a big camera. Like, I want a small one that I can take on like a little why can't I think of the name, a tripod, like carry it around, you know. I don't want this big thing because like if I want to do adventures, you know, I want it to be easy to carry around. I have a tripod for my phone. Like I said, I'm gonna go get it because right now, literally using any, like my kitchen setup, you guys would have been laughing. It was like the paper towels with dish soap on top to hold my phone, just so I can get a good angle. The things we do, right? Things we do for that good angle. Okay, so it's a little bit of glitter. You can't see it. Awesome. You can kind of see it now. So I do that, which I'm running out, which my mom bought me another one because she went to Ulta because she needed some stuff. And she was like, I have a coupon. What do you want me to get you? And I was like, thank you. Because I'm running out. But, so let's do highlighter. I'm almost done, guys. I swear this doesn't take this long, but I am taking long because I'm talking to you guys, which I don't mind because it's fun talking to you guys. So this one's pretty old. It's Babe in Paradise by Bretman Rock and Morphe, but the shades are beautiful. So I use, I might say this wrong, Chihu for here because I put blush like across here like a sunburn look. So this pink just kind of favors it very nicely. And then I use Vacation. That's a funny name. But I use that in the corner of my eyes because it's like a nice, the one I was obsessed with but I ran out is called Mau. Like that one's just gone. I use this in my inner corners and a little more on my eyelid. And then I take a little dab and put that on the upper corner of, or lower corner of my eyebrow right here. And then another dab right here. Oh, that was a little too much. But there's nothing wrong with too much sparkle. Am I right? I'm right. I'm just kidding. So, and I use this one, which came with the Bretman Rock collection. Was it Bretman? Yeah, it was Bretman. I had to double check that. Not give you false information. So, that was a lot. So before, I would put like a lot of highlighter and my mom would call me a light bulb. I was like, you know what? Call me what you want. I love being shiny. I love shiny. So, the last thing is mascara. Now, I usually don't buy a very expensive mascara. I usually buy the one by Lash Princess, and it's the green bottle, I think. That's the one I use at. But I went to Marshall's. I love Marshall's. And they had the Too Faced Better Than Sex. And I started with this one at freshman year. And I loved it. But guess what? It's very expensive. But Marshall had a sale. And my mom likes buying on bulk on sale. So we have like 10 of these. So I use my little Revlon eyelash curler. My lashes are naturally curly. I just like to stand them up a little bit more because I feel like this helps, so I don't have to spend so much time trying to have the mascara do that and then they look like clumpy. I don't like clumpy. So I don't go from the root. I start kind of like at these and then I do the root just so I can get that little like, I don't know what they call it. It's like if you put like eyeliner under your eye, you know, it makes your eye. But if I wear eyeliner like on my waterlines, my eyes are tearing up and irritated all day. So I can't do that. So here's a before lash curled. We're gonna do a little. I'm usually very quiet on these parts because I try to stay very focused. Also, I kind of like brush them out this way to give me like, I think it was what they called like fox eye. That was like super popular back in like 2020, I think. And people will like cut lashes and put them over here to kind of extend it. I don't usually put on falsies. I don't like falsies. Or falsies, yeah. Eyelashes, I don't even know what they're called. I have used eyelashes like twice in my life. And one was in my quince and another one was the night I graduated. And they look pretty. I had really like long ones, not like too much where it looks like not too pretty, but just to give me that extra oomph. And so back, like, I went to a Morphe store in San Diego, I think. Yeah. And this was like when REM by Ariana Grande first came out. And I bought quite a bit of her products because I bought the lip oil. I bought that little eyeliner shadow. And I think I bought something else, and my purchase went up over $50. And they gave me the Ariana Grande lash set for free just for making a big purchase. And I just have them sitting there in my room. I'm like, when I graduate from college or university, that's what we're gonna use. They're very, very pretty. I never want to get rid of them, even when I can't use them anymore, because they're just so pretty. That sounds like I'm hogging stuff, or hoarder, I'm sorry, but I'm not. But it's just like, I know I would never buy them again because I know they're expensive, and I just got them for free there. So, also, I'm a big fan of Ariana Grande. I love Ariana Grande so much. I like, obsessed. I remember she was actually the first concert I ever went to back in her honeymoon era. It was the best night of my life. I like watched her when she was first in Victorious. Queen. You see that lift, guys? Like, look at that. We're gonna do the other lash now. So yeah, same process. We're gonna curl. Have a little, I don't know what it is with that one highlighting brush I have. It like leaves little hairs all over my face. And I can't even tell unless I'm looking directly at myself. I see just a little hair and I'm like, bro, imagine just walking out in public like that. Like, no. And like, if no one tells me, that would be sad. Cause like, I'm the type of person, like, if I see someone have little stuff in their eyes, I'll be like, hey. I'm always like checking people so that they look their best. I don't know. So I'm always hoping, like, I hope someone's like that with me. I felt so bad because so I have this lab report due, and you know, I told the two people I made them, I'm like, oh, send me your email so we can all work on it together. One of my people's like, hey, could you send it to this other email? Yeah, I'm like, I'll tell you as soon as I sent it. I have not sent it yet, but it's okay. They took too long to respond, so it's okay. I can take long too. But I am gonna respond right now as soon as I'm doing my makeup. I'm gonna do that. A dupe for this one, so you guys like don't have to go out and like buy something so expensive, is the, what was it called? Lash Paradise. It's a pink bottle as well. It's literally the dupe of it, like color and all. Okay, so that's how they look. And we're gonna do bottom lashes now. I struggle doing bottom lashes because like I don't want them to look like, you know, like spider legs. No. Just want to add a little bit of color to them. Like, this makeup leaves stuffy sometimes on there, and it doesn't look that good. So I have to go like back in and fix it. And I let them dry a little bit so like they don't stick to the bottom of my eyelid, and then it like, oh, I spoke too soon. There we go. I let it dry kind of to keep it like a barrier between my eyelid, my eyelashes, so then it doesn't look messy. So we're gonna let that dry for a second. Also, I like cleaning my eyebrow spoolies daily because since I use gel, I don't want that gunk to stay on there. We don't need no eye infections. We're almost done, guys. Usually I do this makeup look like in 30 minutes. But that is, whoops, that's my look. And we just set it. There's also like a coconut one. It smells so good. It's what? It's pore clogging, so we're not gonna buy it. But I recommend you guys go just smell it at Ulta. It smells so pretty if you like coconut. So that's the makeup. Pretty natural. We're getting to natural girl makeup. So yeah, thanks for watching.